Today I'll be showing you how to set up a Stingray Ultimate Stack. As you can see, we've chosen a particularly beautiful rainy day to do this setup, so let's get on with it. I've already laid out the ground sheet and I've zipped together the Stingray double bubble mesh to the ground sheet. They zip together on all sides. The Trillium is already up, and all we have to do now is raise the double bubble to the Trillium and create that lower level enclosure. So you just get the clips on the corner and you go around the D-rings and cinch that tight, and then a little bit further in you will find an elasticated clip and a corresponding housing for it, and just make sure that there's a nice bit of overlap there, and then same on every side. So once you've got your Trillium up, your ground conversion kit and your double bubble and the ground floor set up, it's time to make your second level. So I'm using a ladder today. I would suggest and recommend that you have someone footing the bottom of that ladder. And I'm just putting the tree wrap on now. Then in the normal way, wrap the old strap around your tree wrap, through the loop, bring the tail through, cinch it tight. And so once you've got your top straps up, you can lay your Stingray out on the Trillium that you've already set up, and the Stingray can lie flat like that, and then we add the ratchets to each corner of the Stingray in the usual way. So you take the loop through the D-ring and then the metal ratchet through the loop, cinch that tight, grab your strap and just feed it through your hand to take out any twists, and then feed it through the ratchet. And pull out all that slack. And then just give it a couple of cranks just to lock it into place while you go and do the other three corners. Once you've got all the ratchets attached with the straps, you can put your poles into the Stingray sleeves, and then you need to walk around the back to put them into the sockets. So at the tail end of your Stingray, where your poles have been threaded through to, you'll get two white pole sockets, and just put the poles into those, and then you can do up the zip here and go back round to the front, and then you just raise the roof by pushing the poles against the sockets at the back, putting the front edge of the pole into the pole sockets at the front, and then we're going to put the rainfly over the top. So I've clipped the tail end of the rainfly to the ratchet at the back, so that now I've got something to pull against, and I'm going to just flick the rainfly over the kind of loose Stingray body, so I don't have to do this when it's up in the air. And then we're going to just add the rainfly clips to the handle of this ratchet and use one of the other ratchets to raise the Stingray into position. Now I'm going to raise the Stingray into position by using the lower strap to rest my ladder against, and then I can use all of this to steady myself while I ratchet it tight. Now we're going to peg out the rainfly. I've done it with the extendable poles on the other two sides, but as we're on a bit of an incline, the pole's not quite tall enough, so I'm going to get my bungee, put it onto the hook, and then I'm going to give it an extra bit of slack here and wind it around just under the white cone, and then I can peg out a little bit further than I would normally, using that as a kind of floating anchor point there. Just going to put a loop in about where I need it, and then peg that in. So now we've got our Trillium first level, we've got our Stingray in the second level, the rainfly is pegged out, the first double bubble is attached to the ground sheet. I'm going to put the second double bubble on and enclose the area between these two layers. So I'm going to keep my clip band safe. I'll put it around there so I can find it later. And then just remember that there's a zip on the lower edge. So you want to find the upper edge. And then the corners have got the adjustable band with the clip that goes by the D-ring up here. And then cinch that tight. And then you'll see that there's an elasticated webbing strap, and that goes over the Stingray. And then I'm just going to follow this seam to the next corner and cinch that one, and then put the band on and cinch that one. Right, then we can come down again around the D-ring, clip that in, cinch that tight, and then you can get the secondary band, come round the outside and clip that in. I'm going to do the same on all three corners. In the center of every side you'll find a toggle, and that's corresponding to a loop on the underside of the Trillium, so you can just peg that through there. And there you have it, the Tentsile Stingray Ultimate Stack.